We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. And off we go from Jacksonville. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing right away on the game's first play. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
3. 3rd down, 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Aside. It's complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
2nd and inches. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Flush to his right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and He's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This one will be from 37 yards out. York's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Down the field. It's caught on that left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. It's a gain of 34. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. And the Steelers
from the 32-yard line now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Jacksonville.
At the 11-yard line.
Ready? 60 bites in, 60 bites. Ready.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
So I like these plays. I think the more guys, Mike, that you can get involved in the ground game, the better. And of course, they're going to get enough touches to their back in a traditional sense, but make the defense defend every blade of grass from sideline to sideline and from line of scrimmage to the end zone. And one of the best ways to do it is to get your wide receivers, get your speed guys involved in the run game.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Cam Little on for the field goal.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. They'll work forward to the 40-yard line. That's Greg Newsom in to make the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5. 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Bashal Tootin. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even, 3 apiece, the score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Easy, route. Son, it's on.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Bashal Tootin. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On red. Big 13 head. Next side.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. The check is down to Tootin out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
30 left.
Lawrence going to give it to Tootin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Jaguars field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
At their own 35-yard line.
Start on the ground, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 4th TD grab of the season. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Cade York to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Tootin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Jacksonville.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Steelers will have great field position right around midfield. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Jaguars' 47-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter, and he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Now it's York for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Steelers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6.
Jaguars 6. York to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play to kick off this drive. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're 2nd as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. To throw is Lawrence. That one taken in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Not a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. The clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. York now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That one good for 29.
Boy, they got the block to spring him, and it was a foot race. And when he gets in that foot race, Mike, he's normally good for this type of yardage before anyone's able to run him down.
And this is good! Do you believe it? From just under 70 yards.
16.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Red on red. Here we go.
Lawrence. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A first down throw for Lawrence. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
11 at done.
To throw is Lawrence. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Jaguars are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And there'll be no returns forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. First down. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Got it. Ready?
3rd and 7.
And go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Steelers getting ready to put this one away as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll take this in back at the 16. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, He's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Easy, route.
Second down, Lawrence. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. John Hines Allen there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Here, down the field, will fall incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Third, they need 8. Musgrave, the tight end. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They get 24 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop.
2nd and 6.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Here's a toss as they look to run, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. Antonio Johnson there on the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and a yard.
Here we go.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. His 5th catch of the afternoon, good for a first down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, But with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Allen trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Steelers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
And go.
Now faking the give. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Braylon Allen. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run. But then these play-action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody. And it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Lisa 24.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for 8 dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
Rip 23.
On 1st and 10. Lawrence. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. He's across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. This duo is dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another 1st.
On red.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Now Lawrence. It is brought in the end zone. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
A gain of 12.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down. Give up the middle, and he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. And now 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. He will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Dave York to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. 30 left. Still.
Throwing is Lawrence. Wells, another catch for his favorite target. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Here's 1st down.
Go, go. Hey, run. Hey, Dinter.
Lawrence now. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Here's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10.
Red on red. Here we go.
To throw is Lawrence. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? The penalty yardage gets them a little closer, but still, tough third down conversion coming up. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop.